Obviously, it's all about GABF. That's what we said. So we're just going to talk about Great American Beer Fest, Great American Beer Fest, Great American Beer Fest. That's
what are we talking about?
Great American Beer Fest. GABF.
Welcome to the Body by Beer podcast. My name is Chelsea, and this is my best friend.
Hey, everybody. I'm Liz.
I'll let you finish it.
Thanks. I appreciate the autonomy.
Welcome to this week's special sode again, because we're just in a month-long greatness of beer right now. We had Oktoberfest, and now we're hitting Great American Beer Fest weekend, which is happening right here in Denver, Colorado. This is where the craft beer and the regular beer culture combine together and create awesomeness for like 4 whole days.
With our powers combined.
Captain Planet.
That's right. A lot of exciting events happening this week. I'm sure they started on Monday. I'm sure you've attended a few. Not sure. If you haven't, you should. And if you have, attend another one because it's going to be a great time. There's a lot of must-see events, award-winning brews out there. Some you've seen, some you haven't seen. Yeah. They really help like shape and this beer event, right? That's kind of what it's all about. Yeah. So if you're going to the event, cool. Also, if you're not, like we said, a lot of other great events happening around the greater Denver area. You can really pick up on the vibes at your favorite brew house or probably favorite bar at this point.
Yeah, there's lots of cool events, lots of things. Like I say, if you don't have tickets for the actual festival, no worries.
It's okay.
A lot of other cool breweries got you covered.
All right, and this week we are drinking water. Because I don't know about you, but I am definitely still hungover from Oktoberfest.
Was a lot of Marzens were drank and guzzled down. Steins upon steins. We also made a crap ton of pretzels. Here's a dope picture of all the pretzels we made.
We had a good time.
Yeah, and Oktoberfest was a success again. Thank you, Andy and Illinois.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting. Thank you for
a 4-day hangover.
Yeah, basically. It was a rough one, but we did it. Okay, it's time to get into our brew news. Obviously, it's all about GABF. That's what we said. So we're just going to talk about Great American Beer Fest, Great American Beer Fest, Great American Beer Fest. That's
what are we talking about?
Great American Beer Fest. GABF. So, like we said, if you snag tickets, awesome, to go to the festival, or if you just want to, we'll be there. We'll be wandering around. Say hello. Don't be shy. We're also going to talk about some madness happening in and around the Denver area itself. We've got you covered. You can relate back to us for further referencing.
GABF isn't just what's happening inside the convention center itself with the big blue bear outside. It's what's going on in the entire town and citywide celebrations. Think of Black Friday, but with beer.
Makes sense.
Basically, the bulk of breweries and bars are going to be hosting celebrations. They're going to be hosting parties. Beer lovers get to get in on the action and meet brewers, get the juices flowing, learn a bunch of stuff, have specialty rare beers. Mm-hmm. Meet a bunch of influencing great people in the space. So, Denver basically becomes a beer playground over the next 4 days. And if you love beer, like, it cannot be more fun.
No, it's not. Let's get into it. Let's talk about some of these events. Hey, Chelsea. Are you ready?
For some beer ball?
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So like we said, you got a golden ticket? Go to the chocolate factory. That's what GABF is all about. But if you don't, here's some craft beer chaos that you can revel in while you're in the city. We're talking a playground for you beer lovers, takeovers, karaoke with brewers, hangover brunches.
Required.
Soaking in the vibes.
Yeah.
Vibes.
So kicking off Wednesday. So actually, things usually start Thursday, but some people are hitting it hard on a Wednesday.
Or maybe they started on Monday.
That's fair. Crispy King Lager competition at Barrels and Bottles, because what better way to start off GABF than with the crispiest lager battle out there?
I feel like I hope they have donuts there.
I also kept reading this and thinking crispy donuts. Afterwards, head over to Ratio Beer Works for their Alien Invasion, and then stick around for some stand-up at their comedy night. Beers and laughs. It's a dangerous combo, but we're here for it because we like those things.
On top of all of that, love laughing, love a beer. Okay, and then on Thursday, October 10th, why not just skip the morning day and head on over to the Owl's Den? get a little disc golfing in.
Yeah.
Stretch your legs, stretch your throwing arm. If you got a dog that likes frisbees, maybe take her too, but don't let her touch your partner's frisbee because they might get mad at you. Anyway,
Not speaking from experience at all, are you?
not at all. Remy loves playing frisbee, and honestly, like, it's probably one of my favorite things is just to go out and play a good game of disc golf with her.
Yeah.
Worse scores,
with beer.
not really about keeping score there.
True. Yeah. More about having fun.
Exactly. After that, there's a hot dog dreams at High Lonesome because what goes better than beer? With beer, hot dogs.
Like a
hot dog and a beer.
It's like a hot dog and a pint glass.
More happening in the evening at Spangalang, because who doesn't want to say that? They're hosting the National Black Brewers Day after that after party, and you definitely want to save some room for some brews, so don't get too intoxicated over the afternoon while throwing your discs.
Yeah. And of course,
also
it's opening day of the festival.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big deal to say.
Yeah, that's part of it. Part of what's happening.
That's just one thing.
Opening day. Personally, being at GABF a couple years, opening day is like the best day to go.
Yeah.
You get a lot more of the rare beers, the stuff that they didn't bring a lot of. Brewers are
fresh.
Yeah, everyone's fresh and excited and like excited about the energy. Where by Saturday, everyone's kind of like, oof, there's a lot of drunk people to be around for 3 days straight.
Yeah, and they've probably been drunk.
They've also probably been drunk. So anyways, opening days, great time. Friday, October 11th, takes it up a notch.
Oh.
With Brewer's Lunch at our lovely Bierstead Lager House, who we adore so very much.
That's right.
And
it's kind of a big deal.
Pints and panels pop up that evening from 4 to 7.
The goal is not to fangirl too hard.
M. Sauter will be there, slinging visual drink education. She'll be signing her book. She's got merch. If you've ever watched anything with Pints and Panels, this is the lady. And she does awesome, cool work. And I'm sure if you're at all like interested in the craft beer space, you've seen her stuff. So super excited to go meet her. We also have tickets to go be there. So you might see us there too.
Say hello again. It's only day 2.
We'll just keep walking by and saying hi.
It's only day 2 of the festival. I think it is fun to note as well, like a little side blurb. We are down from 4 days of an event from last year down to 3 days this year. Like
they just stopped. They're doing less sessions in the day.
So it's Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, 2 sessions, 1 session. Sorry. Friday, 2 sessions, 1 session Saturday.
I think so. Yeah. But then I was on the website and either one of the sessions is sold out or they're only doing 1 session a day. I couldn't totally tell. But we'll find out and we'll let you know. They're either down to 3 sessions where it used to be like Thursday 1, Friday, Saturday double. And so I also thought it was 2 on Friday. So I'm guessing it's just sold out and that's why the tickets weren't available.
That's great news.
Yeah.
I hope that it is.
Yeah. Awesome.
So Saturday is the last day, as we've been rambling on about over here. So it's a big day, right? That is when the awards actually take place. Here's a gold. You get a gold. You get a silver. You get a bronze. You get jack shit. Basically, that's how it goes down. They're probably a little bit, a lot of jack shit. We're going to get into that later into the main part. How many breweries are actually there? How many beers are actually being slung? It's a big deal. It's really cool. It's also Colorado Avalanche home opener.
Oh, geez.
Whoop, whoop.
Busy downtown.
Oh, my gosh. Like, please be safe. You know,
Uber, bus, train.
Uber, get a sober driver, ride the public transportation, right? Just be safe. And then on Sunday, you can catch Ratio Beer Works hungover brunch, which we highly recommend as well, because sometimes you need a little hair of the dog at least to get through that last little bit. And if you're part of the crew, you got some cleanup to happen. You probably need that extra bit of juice just to make it happen.
And our friends over at Burns Artisan Ales are also doing a Sunday hangover brunch as well.
Yes.
With
the Kolsch service and Thistle and Mint.
With Jared, a food and beer pairing. And then that actually might have been a different one, but they are doing that as well over the fest. But mimosas?
Yeah. Brats, mimosas. No.
Micheladas. That's what it was. Brats, micheladas, and kolsches. That'll be a good time too.
All right.
Sounds like a lovely time. Not kid friendly. Don't bring your kids there. So that's what we got. GABF week. We only summarized up a very, very small amount of the events that are going on. There's just so much we would have just talked the entire time. Just saying all the events. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're sure you'd rather get out there and experience it than listen to us talk about how much fun it is. Go have some fun.
So whether you're hitting up the crispy lager competition, partying with brewers at the after parties, grabbing some brunch to cure that beer hangover. We'll hair of the dog.
Yeah. Also water.
Yeah, water's good too. 7-Up, my beverage of choice.
I have also had some 7-Up recently. So we said it. The crown jewels are the actual event, right? But the entire city, everybody jumps in, everybody participates. They raise their own glasses. So get out there, have fun, and it's really just getting started at this point. So check it out.
Keep the party going.
Let's get it started.
And it's a little bit late for this, but if you are one of the few people that have bought some of our lovely merchandise, would recommend wearing it.
Yeah.
Then we can maybe chest bump or something when we see each other versus just high five. Our body by beers can touch.
Wow.
Could be fun. Out in public.
I feel like I may use that as a pickup line.
Anyways, if you don't have your shirt, you're not going to get it in time for GABF, but you will have it all through the holiday season and next year for all the other festivals. So feel free to click the link and get some of our sweet, sweet swag.
Thank you for supporting. Got another one coming around, don't you?
Well, that was yours anyways.
That's okay. I don't need it. That was beautiful. Okay, it is time for our main feature. What are we talking about? Great American Beer Fest, right? But it's our main feature, and we're not just talking about events. We're talking about why it isn't just an event. It's a celebration. We kind of alluded to that, right? Everybody jumps in. It's an all hands on deck type of situation. So what does craft beer represent? Community, creativity, that shared passion for the art of brewing and drinking a good brew, right? Camaraderie. So this is for seasonal festival goers, first timers, and more than just tasting beer.
Truly, yeah. It's about honoring the rich history of craft beer, the brewing the brewing techniques and traditions that have shaped the industry, and the excitement of what's headed and coming into the future for all of us beer lovers. So let's start with why GABF is a pinnacle of beer festivals and what makes it such a beloved event for brewers.
Love it.
And beer lovers alike.
Let's do it. GABF, Great American Beer Fest. It isn't just a festival. It's the Super Bowl of craft beer here in the good old U.S. Don't you think? I think. Okay. It brings together the entire beer community, brewers, enthusiasts, industry pros, creates a space for both celebration and recognition, right? You got to get recognized for what you're doing. Exactly. And it's also where the latest trends, techniques, and innovations in brewing really come to life. They really just put it all out there on the table, right?
Also, history and legacy is a big part of this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
GABF started back in 1982.
Okay.
In Boulder.
Wasn't born yet.
Fair, neither was I. By Charlie Pappinson?
Pappinson? Charlie Papa? Charlie P.
It started with just 22 breweries.
Yep.
And about 40 beers. And today it's grown into one of the largest beer competitions in the U.S.
Yes.
The festival's humble beginning represented roots of the craft beer revolution, making GABF an essential part of the craft beer story and growth as it's moved into what it is today.
Yeah, and what it means to the brewers. So winning a medal at GABF is truly one of the highest honors for any brewer. The festival's blind tasting process with hundreds of judges from around the U.S. makes these medals truly prestigious. Breweries, as we said, often save the best of the best, the rarest and the most experimental brews that they've been willing to experiment with. And attendees get to try these exclusive brews. It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you want to put it that way. Yeah,
I mean, when we talked with Charles and Wayne, that was the first time he had that really high ABV beer.
Yeah.
Dry Dock's Apricot Sour was the first time I had a sour beer was at GABF.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, it's just, you really do get to try some incredible things that can shape your palate for the next years. And maybe your career path if you're Wayne.
Yeah, right? There's a lot of Waynes out there.
And on top of it, not only are these really cool, incredible beers, the sheer size of this festival is incredible.
Yeah.
There's over 500 breweries that show up.
Yeah.
They bring in a total of over 2,000 beers for you to be able to try. Of course, you're not going to get to all of them, though. I
And don't
applaud you.
try.
I applaud those who have tried, but you're not going to make it, and you're going to feel terrible the next day.
I have seen you on the bus, madam and sir.
It's just this incredible opportunity to meet brewers and try all this incredible beer all under one roof.
Yep.
There's something for everybody. Whether you're a fan of hops, malts, sours, something in between, it showcases the full spectrum of beer styles. In addition, this year, they're bringing in cocktails and some craft liquors as well to kind of spruce it up and get some more variety out for people.
And of course, the NA movement, right?
And the NAs, yeah.
You've got to have it in there, right? And I think it's super important that they touch upon a lot of those aspects, right?
Yeah.
It's a great way for the festival to grow. And honestly, that's what life is all about. Grow. Don't stay stagnant.
Oh, it's like we've talked about that this week.
Well, it's been a hungover week, as we said, so a lot of philosophizing. My poor liver is still crying next to me. Right. Okay, there's also a big sense of tradition, camaraderie. Here we are, put her there, pal. It's a deep sense of community, and over 4 decades, brewers, home brewers, and beer fans, they share stories, they swap ideas, and they toast to the future of their art and their craft, which is in beer. And it's more than just drinking, right? Drink responsibly, but share thy craft. It's about celebrating that art and that science, brewing, and the people who really make it possible, bring it to life, right?
Yeah,
It's a big deal.
It really is. And I know there's a lot of people that are going to get there and just get sloppy. That happens. I've been there. I've been that person before. Same. If you do love the craft beer space, as I know a lot of people do, I know a lot of you do, we do.
Yeah.
It is really like the Disney World of beer.
That's a great way to put it.
It's so much fun, and you really get to see the community coming together. Breweries that you know and love have guest breweries from all over the U.S. And they're hosting events and they're hosting tastings together, and they're all showcasing at their own breweries, not even just at GABF. So it's just a really cool time and place, and the energy, and it's just an electric atmosphere to be around all over town.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. On top of all of that, I'm not sure how else to get you more excited, but you really should be. And if you're attending for the first time or the 10th time, check it out, discover, like you said, take the time, shake a brewer's hand, have a beer with them, talk about how they got to that, why they like that, if you're interested, right? And it's cool. It's a rare opportunity to taste these beers and have those conversations. Yeah. So
meet some brewers from all over the U.S. that
get out there.
Breweries maybe you haven't been able to get to. And now you get a chance to.
And
it's organized in by regions. And I saw that they're throwing different themes throughout the place. So that'll be fun.
Oktoberfest will be there. Guess what I'll be avoiding?
So they have October. They have a sports theme. They have hidden astronauts. And they have a Halloween theme. They have a bunch of different
themes. The silent
themes.
disco's still there. That's always a fun.
So there'll be some really cool stuff that I do think they're bringing in more aspects that are really showcasing that. Though this is a beer fest, it's about so much more, and it's really about that community. There's even a meet the brewers section, where you literally get to go meet the brewers of these breweries.
Yep. And don't forget the beer and food pairing. They've brought in a lot of crazy, ridiculous, awesome chefs from across the states and pairing them with these marvelously wonderful beers, right? You get to have these great tasting beers along with this great tasting food. So check that out. I know I'm super excited for that one as well, of course.
And it's not just Colorado breweries. It's literally
exactly. It's
breweries
throughout
from
the
all
US.
over, and there's chefs from all over that come in to do it. And they're literally pairing.
And the world,
that's
too.
just so cool.
People from all over the world.
There are people from all over the world. All right. After that captivating main segment that was filled with facts, but they weren't filled with what I like to call fun facts.
Oh. They weren't very fun.
So now we're going to get into my favorite segment, the fun facts. And we're going to go on a nice little journey here about history and some crazy stats about the festival itself, and have a good time.
That's right. I'm excited to learn why it's the largest beer festival in the U.S. and how that came to be, because that sounds fun.
Neat. Just how large is the Great American Beer Fest? Well, in 2023, there was over 40,000 people that attended. There's over 500 breweries that were pouring beer. There was over 2,000 beers available for people to try. And there's 263 different beer categories to enter your beers into. It's huge. Each beer that was entered into the Great American Beer Fest competition was drank by only one of its 250 judges from over 10 different countries. Each judge would drink 37 different beers. But that's not how this worked. There are 9,298 beers that were entered in 2023, making it the biggest beer competition in the world. Think you can't win any awards as an amateur brewer? Wrong. At the Great American Beer Fest, they actually allow professional brewers and amateur brewers to team up in a pro-am and create small batches and enter them into any of the categories. But what about all the waste after festivals like this? The Brewers Association has actually taken a lot of steps into making this festival as eco-friendly as possible by reducing waste, using recyclable materials, and they partner with local charities to donate the excess food and beer from the event so it doesn't just go into the landfills and go to waste. It's awesome. Want a perspective on how innovative the craft beer industry actually is? In 1984, when the Great American Beer Fest started, there was 12 categories. By 2022, there's actually 98 categories. And by 2023, there was 263 different categories that you could enter your beers into to win awards. What's the most amount of people that have ever attended the Great American Beer Fest? 65,000 people in 2019. So many people.
Was that as neat as you were hoping?
I feel wise beyond my years.
Did you feel the fun?
I did. I shook in my sandals a little bit because it's October and I can still wear sandals.
It's been hot.
been
Hurricanes
warm.
haven't shown us
Ugh.
anything. It's been hot this year.
Warm, a little bit toasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the super fun, interesting tidbits that you were able to drop for us there. I think those are great. They do really well for us. We appreciate that. I love it. They're great for trivia. They're good for just, hey, did you know?
Yeah.
You know,
We
I
should
love
make a
that sort of thing.
game with all the beer fun facts. I saw it once, but
I have some ideas about fun beer things to leave about the world. So we can talk about that later.
So whether the sheer numbers of beer and people was astonishing to you, or the innovation, one thing is clear. JBF is a celebration of craft beer and culture like no other.
That's true. It's true. And you can dive deeper into it as well, right?
Yeah.
Like make sure to check out their website. Make sure to talk to your friends about GABFs that they've been to.
Yeah.
Because if I had $1 for every time I heard, I've been to GABF for 15 years this year or 10 years,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, damn. And that shit's been going on for 40 years.
Yeah,
So
it's a
think of
long time.
those guys. But
I even think
It's
of
a great
it.
festival.
It just has a very different vibe from like Oktoberfest.
you think?
Because instead of getting like the one beer and you're at the table and like
It's
Even
definitely a lot of energy, more movement.
more movement, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
like, though Oktoberfest in Munich is so huge, it's like almost more intimate because you're at the table with kind of the same people for quite a few hours.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Versus
'cause
this, you just
stand up,
wander
you're
the whole time.
screwed.
Yeah.
you
Where this,
can't
you
really get a
wander the
drink.
whole time and you like go around the city and you just kind of meander and check out a bunch of stuff. It's not that Munich
It's a great
doesn't show
festival.
the community, but this to me is almost more of like showcasing the community and the fun of bringing people that are passionate together.
Shout out to the Brewers Association for keeping that going.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Hurrah
They
to
work hard. They
Yeah.
work hard.
We'll play softball with you again soon. It's time to reveal the ultimate list, the top 10 most winningest breweries of all time from the Great American Beer Fest. Let's go.
I'm excited. There's going to be some big names. There's going to be some
Big names.
big names.
that's
They're all
big.
big names,
They're all
right?
big
Because
names.
they're the winningest breweries of all time. It's not specific to style.
Yeah.
It's not specific to state of all time. So let's rattle
they've
that
been-
off because it's an interesting list.
It is. It's a surprising list, I think, and because a lot of them just been around for a long time.
Yeah,
That,
long
like,
time.
Literally, the number of years that they have won awards is more than most breweries have been around.
So basically 1982 to 2023 because 2024 hasn't been announced yet.
Number 10, New Glarus Brewing Co. with 33 medals.
My goodness.
That's a lot.
And at number 9, but also tied with number 10, is Pelican Pub and Brewery with 33 medals as well.
And then next for number 8 is Sierra Nevada with 35 medals.
My goodness. Number 7, Alaskan Brewing and Bottling, 36 medals.
36 medals. And coming to our home state, Coors Brewing with, I forgot to read it first, 43 medals. I'll give them a little kudos that does kind of incorporate the Blue Moon Sandlot as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. That
was incredible.
Yeah. The belly
wit, the wit slide, the belly slide
slider, wit beer. So friggin' good.
There it is.
Okay. At number 6, Boston Beer Co. 46 medals.
46 medals.
Another one of those got some. It's an umbrella, right? There's
Multiple
multiple breweries.
My favorite brewery probably on this list that I truly love drinking as often as possible, the 805.
Yes.
Like one of my favorite lagers.
Lager.
Firestone Walker at 50 medals.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
50.
there you go. And at number 4, with 64 medals, Miller Brewing Co.
All right, going with the biggest. So coming in at number 2, another big old company with a blue ribbon around, Pabst Brewing Company at 73 awards that they've won at GABF.
A lot of medals.
A lot of medals.
I wonder if somebody just wears them all at once.
I wonder if
Just
they
for fun.
can, or if they just collapse under the weight.
Probably. And coming in at number 1, is it really that big of a surprise? I'm not sure it would be. 75 medals, Anheuser-Busch.
Anheuser-Busch.
The winningest brewery at the Great American Beer Festival of all time.
Yeah. I do believe, and I have to like double check it, but I think they put like a size limit on like who gets to be up for awards and enter the competition. Like I think there's like
Makes
a
sense.
max size, which is why none of them have won for quite a few years.
Mhm.
But I mean, who's gonna beat 75 anytime soon? Like,
I feel like if you're under the umbrella, it's possible, right? Like
Yeah, fair.
Anheuser-Busch isn't going to enter in a beer, I don't think, based on what you said.
Fair, yeah.
But
Breckenridge still might.
exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, they all are there, aren't they?
Probably.
Yeah. So it was same for Boston Beer Co., right?
Yeah.
We know Dogfish Head is there. So
Yeah.
if they win, goes under them.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool list. Like we said, we kept it pretty clean, pretty simple
Yeah.
because it's
A
just
lot of
kind of
awards.
fun information to know.
Yeah.
And I think it's a fun list to be out there. Top 10 winningest GABF breweries of all time.
So whether it's large scale production powerhouses like AB and Bev and Miller Brewing, or the craft beer darlings like Firestone Walker and Pelican Pub Brewery, each of these breweries have earned a spot in the GABF Hall of Fame.
100%. And kudos to them. And kudos to everybody else that enters beers and goes, right? Like, it's a way to learn, experience, be amongst your people.
Be amongst your people.
It's a good thing.
Good thing. So, anyways, that's our top 10 list. If you like what you see in some of the editing, or if you own your own brewery and you're looking to get some dope ass trivia in, check out Shut Up and Drink Trivia by our beloved Sam, who does our editing. He's a total hustler. Shut Up and Drink Trivia it's not just trivia. They do spelling bees. They do bingo. They do a ton of fun events. It's always very funny. Sam's got a great sense of humor, as you can tell by all the silly stuff that he adds in here. And so it's a great time. So if you're ever looking for that at your own place or looking to freshen up your current trivia, hit him up.
Yeah. He also does, he has Short Chop Productions. So him and his team, they do visual stories that speak directly to your audience, and it helps shape your brand and stand out and drive real results. I mean, look at how far we've come. Couldn't have done without you, Sam. We super
Sam.
appreciate it.
Oh,
So
we really do.
check him out.
And with that wraps up our special sode of GABF.
Great American Beer Fest. Great American Beer Fest.
We hope that you enjoyed this deep dive into all things GABF, celebrating the history, culture, and people that make this event truly special. And hopefully we get to freaking see some of your lovely faces there.
That'd be great. Please do stop us, say hello, and maybe we'll have a beer together. That'd be great. I should not be hungover by that time, but you never know. Could have a water. Could have a bubble water. Till next time, we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.
Oh, actually,
Oh.
even more than thanks for tuning in, season 3
Oh, shit.
drops on the 16th of October.
That's right. Put it on your calendars. We're kicking it off with a lovely interview with Ryan from Fiction Beer Co. in Park Hill, Denver, Colorado.
So cool. And
It's
then
a
we're going to be
great
hitting
episode.
you with the Halloween fun and spooky spookiness. So we've got some good stuff coming up. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us in the near future.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. We'll be here. We'll be around. Thank you guys all for the support. And we're ready to kick off season 3.